Alright guys, welcome to Sport Gist. A whole lot is happening from the world of football to the Olympics. Yes, the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, it will be happening. Yes, and there are lots of rules. They say it's the new playbook. No sex in this one. And Belu is not happy about it. My name is Sammy on my Nick and I'm with Belu Zek. Belu, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy New Year to our viewers. This is my first time
this year. Yes, definitely.
So I'll have to wish you a happy New Year. I pray this year is better than last for you guys.
The Olympics says there will be no sex before we go and come back. I know you're not happy about it.
Nobody is happy.
Okay, nobody's happy about it. We're going on the break. When we come back, don't forget, still Sport Gist, hit the like and the subscribe button. Alright guys, welcome back to Sport Gist. Like I told you, a whole lot is happening and we'll be starting from the Olympics. Very quickly, the IOC is saying, yes, there's a new rule book and a lot of things are now banned. The players have to remain in the bubble, which is good because of the coronavirus and everything that is happening there. And then they say there's no sex, there's no singing, there's no high five. Yes, there's no high five. I think I'm more concerned about the high fives. I like giving high fives, but Billy is more concerned about the sex part. So Billy, why are you concerned about the sex part?
First of all, since we started our program today, I think you've mentioned sex like 5 times. So it seems you are more concerned about it.
He's accusing me. I'm speaking his mind and he's accusing me. Just imagine.
But that aside, I feel the IOC are forcing this one. They are forcing this one. The entire essence of Olympics is for people to come together and
mix up,
share
people, new culture.
You see the opening ceremony, everybody displayed their attire. Only Nigeria that go there with track suits.
They're coming back home. Our attire will come.
Our
come late.
Yes,
so come late. You know, we like fashionable late.
But generally, that's the essence of Olympics. So when you are saying that people can't come together and meet and interact again, and the problem is also they say athletes can't go as spectators, which is a problem because we are in Nigeria, we are in USA, we all went there together. I should be able to come and cheer you from the stand and say, oh, Sammy,
remain in the bubble. If you are not on track, remain in the bubble.
I feel they are forcing this one. As much as I know that they are trying not to be defeated by the general pandemic, but I feel they are taking the essence of Olympics. And one thing one thing we should understand is whatever we are doing, however long the culture is, it started one day and you can break it one day. So the Olympics was supposed to be held in 2020. It was moved to 2021.
Same name, just
I don't know if we actually push it further, because even before this Olympics, there's a problem of the commercial viability of the Olympics. How much would actually be generated? It's more of people putting.
So for you now, basically below, it should be cancelled. It's just like let it go. Then 2024 we come back.
I think so. I think it should go. 2024 will come back and see where the world is at that point in time. Because money will not be made. The competition will not be fair. All these rules are strict on people.
I think for me, one of the ones is that, okay, if I'm a spectator in the crowd, I can't sing, like cheer on my people. Like Nigerians, I like to play drums, play trumpets and all those.
When Nigeria beats Brazil,
we're going to be beating Brazil in that world. We're going on the break. When we come back, we'll be talking about football. The English Premier League is eating up right now, and I'm telling you all about it.
Do you want to get the latest gist updates, the sports reviews and predictions, news and events as they hot? Stay tuned to Gist on Gist. Remember to follow Gist on all social media handles, Gist on Gist NG on Instagram and Twitter, Gist on Gist Media on Facebook. So to get all your gist, stay tuned to Gist on Gist, your platform for all gists.
Welcome back guys, it's still Sport Gist. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and follow us on all our social media pages. On Instagram, it's Gist on Gist NG, on Twitter, Gist on Gist NG, and on Facebook, it's at Gist on Gist Media. Now quickly, we'll move on to football. A whole lot is happening from Barcelona to the Premier League. Barcelona yesterday, they did a wonder. 5-3, it's been so long I saw a game have 8 goals in it. 3-3 from 2-1, 2-2, 3-3, they went into extra time and then Barcelona just did what Barcelona do in that one. So for you, looking at that game, what was the key battles? What would you say Barcelona need to work on? Or can we just start screaming Barcelona are back?
Going forward, Barcelona has always been good going forward. Their problem has been controlling the game and defending. Umtiti, I think Barcelona is bigger than Umtiti. Samuel Umtiti, I feel so. Samuel Umtiti,
I think he's only good on PlayStation.
Yes, he's really good on PlayStation.
Really good on PlayStation.
So I feel Barcelona is bigger than Samuel Umtiti. I think Samuel Umtiti should be shipped out. Jordi Alba got 2 goals yesterday. How many times do you say that? And his second goal was a beauty. But Lionel Messi also came to the party. He played fantastic. One of his best games in a very long time. Probably,
just 1 assist though, but
yes, but he really dominated the game. Antoine Griezmann also scored 2 goals. Griezmann is hitting form to Barcelona. Things are looking well, and probably maybe Barcelona are back. Probably
Barcelona are back. Okay, now we'll leave Barcelona. We'll be coming back there to the Spanish League when we'll tell you the fixtures to look forward to for the weekend. Move on to the Premier League, where lots of games happened yesterday. In that one, lots of away wins. All the away teams in the English Premier League won.
Imagine
when we see that in the NPFL, we nobody go fight.
Sammy.
When we see him, nobody go fight. Like,
should I tell you a story?
Don't tell me a story.
I shouldn't tell you.
Don't tell me a story.
Okay.
Don't tell me the story later.
Okay.
You tell me the story later. We're still here. Okay, now we'll go back to the Premier League where West Ham defeated Aston Villa 3-1. This man right there, Lingard, fresh off loan from Manchester United to West Ham. He gets 2 goals in that one. Lord Lingard seems to be back.
Probably Lord Lingard is back. 2 goals, and it was a fantastic win for West Ham. West Ham going unbeaten for some time and they lost to Liverpool. It's good that they bounced back immediately. And against Aston Villa, this is no pushover team.
I tell you.
So it was a good one. But Lingard, I think Lingard will thrive under David Moyes. I think so, because if you look at Lingard's career, he thrived under Van Gaal, he thrived under Jose Mourinho.
Direct coaches,
they set up their team for players to do jobs for them. And Lingard, I feel Lingard would really thrive. Because when you see Mikel Antonio playing in number 9 for West Ham, he allows flexibility amongst his teammates. So that's why you see people like Gerard Bowen, Said Bergman, they've been playing good football this season. Now Lingard has joined also, and don't forget this guy, Susek, 8 goals now, 8 goals in the league, 8 goals in the league. So West Ham are doing good. Lingard also is doing well for himself. So hopefully, I don't want to say hopefully or whatever, but it's strange to think West Ham are the highest London club in the league.
As it stands right now. And there are 2 other teams in London that I don't
2 or 3.
I'm just saying, there are 2 other teams everybody knows. There's the Chelsea, and there's one thing they call Arsenal. I don't know if you still remember them. They wear red, white. They signed a player recently, Odegaard. And they say, it's going to change the world of football. It's going to be this, going to be that. But we're still waiting. Let me just quickly give you the results that came up yesterday in that one. For the games in England, a whole lot happened in those ones. I can tell you about it. For the games in England, it was Burnley being defeated by Man City by 2-0. Right, it was Fulham 0, Leicester City 2, Leeds United 1, Everton 2, Aston Villa 1, West Ham United 3, Liverpool 0, and of course Brighton and Wolverhampton 1. Liverpool lost at home again. It's not getting regular now. Burnley beat them. They burnt them down. Now Brighton also has gone there and beaten them.
That's just the thing about runs. When you are on a winning run or a losing run, most times when it is caught, it's difficult. Some teams just go down. You know, they've not lost in Anfield for a very long time. Before Burnley beat them, the last team to beat them in Anfield was Crystal Palace, where Christian Benteke scored that 5th goal. But since then, they lost 2 games now, and it doesn't get much better for them.
It doesn't. Man City is coming.
Yes, Man City is coming on Sunday. It's a difficult one. But Sammy, let's just digress a bit. Imagine if yesterday you just put 2,000 around all away teams winning.
I don't think we'll be doing this show now. We'll have to do it on that place, on that setting.
Probably.
My producer is smart. I don't know why he's smart.
When they and Brighton won away from home, that would be like 8 odds.
Like 18, if possible. Wow, I'm telling you. But let's focus on the show. Let's focus on our day job. Okay, now when you look at it, a whole lot happened in that one. Man City, but then the biggest game that will be happening today, that will be the game between Chelsea and of course Tottenham Hotspur. Jose Mourinho says it's not a difficult thing to beat Chelsea. That's not a difficult thing to manage Chelsea rather. And he's done it before, so you can trust his word.
He has won 3 Premier League titles with Chelsea. It's in the Roman Abramovich ever here, the one that has spent more than 3 years. So it's not difficult. It is difficult. It's not difficult. Before he came to Chelsea, Chelsea had won just 1 Premier League title. And at the time he was leaving, they had won 4. So it's not difficult. So he knows
what he's talking about.
He knows what he's talking about. He knows, and this Chelsea right now. I know I will offend lots of Chelsea fans, but I feel Chelsea have water players everywhere. I don't use the first word, water players. There is no skill in Chelsea because when
they're all soft, just like
they're all soft. When Chelsea fans used to usually say, "Oh, when Abramovich just came in, he laid out money, he got players. Werner is the new Drogba."
Nothing Drogba about him.
Do you know who is Drogba?
Nothing Drogba about him.
Let's not get there. The midfield they had Lampard, probably one of the greatest midfielders of all time. Lampard is the highest scoring midfielder of our generation. I don't think any out-and-out midfielder in the history of football has more goals than Lampard. I stand to be corrected. Lampard has more Premier League goals than Thierry Henry. He's no midfield. So when you see them, that Chelsea squad of those days, they had a Peter Cech, highest clean sheet in the history of England, John Terry, Lampard. Those three players have played in the highest number of clean sheets in the history of English Premier League. So those are cool. But these Chelsea players are soft too.
So let's focus on the game now. Yes, they are soft and all that. But coming to this game, what happens? Does Tottenham win? Will Chelsea get a draw? For me, Thomas Tuchel, I look at his team now. I look at his PSG team. I don't see much of a difference. Just the jersey that's changed.
No, I think you can't judge any manager with what happens in PSG.
Based on just autopilot.
PSG, you have Neymar, you have Mbappe. He went to PSG, he had the highest winning ratio of any manager that has coached PSG. But none of them had Neymar and Mbappe together. He had Neymar, you have Mbappe, you have Di Maria, you have Cavani.
He played in the Champions League final. He played in the Champions League final.
Did he win the Champions League?
He played in the final. It's very important.
Teams have gone on to play in the Champions League final.
Pochettino played in the final too.
And he got sacked the next season. Also, Tuchel played in the final, also got sacked.
That's what I'm saying. There's something that's going on there.
There's no big deal playing the Champions League final for something. If
you don't win, then
if you don't win, you didn't win it. So, okay. But in Chelsea, I think from his 2 games he has played in Chelsea, what he's trying to do is trying to hold the ball. And when you hold the ball, there is no progression from there. I think he just wants to dictate play, having people like Jorginho who can pass the ball. But there is no actual plan of turning the ball.
He has a lot of movement, but no movement at all.
Do you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Arsenal when they had that terrible run earlier this season. Now, in those periods, Arsenal were sending lots of balls into the box 18. That's just what he's doing. Hold the ball and cross. Odoi or Chiwelo Alonso. Cross. Hopefully they will enter. You could see the first goal he scored against them, their last match against Burnley. It was because Burnley broke their shape. Burnley countered with a lot of players and they countered to score. That's what happened with this team. The manager, there is no actual plan of breaking your position down. I know people would say this is just his second game.
Just this is his third game now when he plays with the Mourinho.
This is his third game.
So when that game happens, Bello, what happens in that game? Who wins? Just straight up, who would you be putting your money on?
It is set up for a Tottenham Hotspur to beat them. I think Mourinho normally wants
to counter-attacking style.
So I think it's going to be at White Hart, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, rather the new stadium, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So I feel Tottenham would win that.
Okay, if you Tottenham would win that one. But Thomas Tuchel, the Chelsea players have been saying he's training them in a different way. He's getting smaller balls so they can knock the ball around, get to know themselves better and stuff like that. Story. I mean, that's what Bello is saying. Today we'll show you that story. We're going on the break. When I come back, I'm giving you all the fixtures to look forward to for the weekend.
What's boss? It's your boy Osh, baby. My name is Kenny Black. They call me VJ.
All of you, they call me Lolo.
Keep watching Gist on Gist.
Alright guys, welcome back. It's still Sport Gist on Gist. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. And also drop us a comment. Tell us what you think about the things we talked about so far. Now quickly, let me just give you the fixtures in the Premier League. To be Aston Villa taking on Arsenal. We just talked about Arsenal. And to be Burnley entertaining Brighton and Wolverhampton, while Southampton will travel to Newcastle United. West Ham United will also travel to Fulham. To Fulham. While Manchester United taking on Everton. Tottenham will take on West Bromwich Albion. While to be Wolverhampton Wanderers taking on Leicester City. Liverpool would play Manchester City, while Chelsea would entertain Sheffield. Manchester United Everton used to be a big game. I had David Moyes taking on Sir Alex Ferguson 4-4, 5-4. I wish those days coming back.
But do you know that Everton always flatters to deceive? Everton is a team that
the king of flukes.
Against all the big teams, it's always a tight match, but they find a way to lose.
They always find a way to lose. They make it they like when the game is sweet.
Yeah, but they always find
such a sweet game, but they lost.
I think they would also lose. I think
they will lose to Manchester United.
Manchester United will beat them. But Manchester United
9 goals last time out.
And
against Southampton.
That's the problem with scoring a lots of goals. It might be that you've scored all your goals.
Let's not talk about it. Now, quickly, let's move on to Spain, where it will be Deportivo Alaves taking on Real Valladolid, while Levante will take on Granada. It will be Oscar taking on Real Madrid, Elche will take on Villarreal, Sevilla takes on Getafe, while Real Sociedad will take on Cadiz, while Valencia will travel all the way to play Athletic Bilbao. Elba will also travel to play Osasuna, while Barcelona will take on Real Betis. Atletico Madrid will take on Celta Vigo. Two talking points here, the two Madrid teams. Real Madrid are struggling. Is it just time for Zidane to just be the bigger man and just say, you know what, I've really tried my best, but get a new manager, people?
It's not just about Zidane saying I've really tried my best. It's a problem of personnel. Now,
whose fault is he doesn't have personnel?
I can't say
he wanted Hazard, and he went on and got injured. Hazard has more injuries. Fun fact: Hazard has more injuries than goals and assists for Real Madrid. He has 10 injuries, meaning his goals and assists he not reach 10.
No, but wait. Now it's not just about getting Hazard. He has Hazard. Who are the players he has up front with Hazard? Karim Benzema has been in Real Madrid for how long?
Donkey years.
Then you have Rodrigo, you have Vinicius. All those guys are all those guys are Asensio, Vasquez.
They're not Madrid quality.
Those guys are Levante quality, Elche quality. They are not.
No offense, Levante. No offense, Elche.
They are not Real Madrid quality. When you see Real Madrid, when he won all those titles, you had Ronaldo, you had Gareth Bale, and you have in the middle of the park.
He had men in the team.
In the middle of the park, who is still his best player? Luka Modric. Luka Modric is the best player in Madrid right now. He's playing the best football. Those guys are old. They are not. You need young players, new ideas, new blood, players that will have new challenges.
So you think it's not a management problem? But Madrid, is any way out for them this season?
I feel it's not just this year. I think it's something that will stretch into next season also. Remember they are renovating the Santiago Bernabeu. That's why they are playing in the Alfonso the the stadium they are playing now. So this Stefano stadium rather. So I feel they are in a financial problem. Same with Barcelona. They can't really get the big players, and also the boys in England, they have so much money.
Just only TV rights alone.
Before, the best players, Real Madrid and Barcelona, outbid in this team. Right now, they can't.
Barcelona recently published their list of clubs that they are owning. So many clubs and so deep in depth. And then Barcelona also had Lionel Messi's contract get leaked below, and that contract is mind blowing. You can just give me 1 month of that money.
I think he's the highest salary earner in the entire Spain. No,
not what you think. He is
138 million.
He is. He's not what you think. In Spain, he is. Probably in the whole of world football.
He's earning basic.
That's basketball salary.
But they don't.
That's basketball salary. That's the vision of basketball salary, actually.
No, he's making 138 million. Basic.
77 there about for being in Barcelona, for being loyal.
Every year, loyal.
Say I don't come out to pay him 77
goals
million.
And assists have bonus. Appearances
have
bonus. You also have
PlayStation contract.
There are other bonuses. See, no. I was playing there are some you can't in PlayStation. Before you this type of deal you can't do it. You can't pay somebody for that. You can't do it in PlayStation.
It's PlayStation deals. I don't you just say give them money, start using money.
Do you know when you do it after you've played all the 5 seasons? You've won all the trophies over and over again.
Let's not digress. Let's focus on what we're talking about. Atletico Madrid. Before we move on to Italy, Atletico Madrid 7 points ahead, a game in hand. It's a league title to lose.
Yes, I think it's their league title to lose. If Simeone doesn't win this title, I think he might be seeing the top. Remember, he's the highest earning coach in the world. Simeone is also he earns around the region of 40 million per year. Also, so he's the highest earning coach in the world. So to whom much is given, much is expected. So, but Luis Suarez, and this is just a case of how life can be. Luis Suarez, that was deemed surplus to requirements in Barcelona, is like the best thing since fried rice.
And jollof rice and sliced bread.
I'm telling you,
everything.
Top goal scorers.
Like a messiah.
I remember Messi kept on saying, "Don't let this guy go." It was more like Messi was doing tantrums.
Just wanted his friend to be around.
Because Messi knows who he's playing with and who is replacing him.
Let's not talk about it. Let's just move on.
Let's
just move on. Let's just move on.
Do you want to get the latest gist updates, the sports reviews and predictions, news and events as they hot? Stay tuned to Gist on Gist. Remember to follow Gist on all social media handles, Gist on Gist NG on Instagram and Twitter, Gist on Gist Media on Facebook. So to get all your gist, stay tuned to Gist on Gist, your platform for all gists.
We'll go on to Italy, where it will be to see Fiorentina taking on Inter Milan, where Atalanta would entertain Torino. Lazio will travel to play Sassuolo, while Juventus will take on Roma. Genoa will take on SSC Napoli. Benevento taking on Sampdoria, while AC Milan will take on Crotone. Udinese will play Hector Verona. Parma Lazio will take on Bologna, while it will be Lazio taking on Cagliari. It's not business as usual in Italian League Below. It's not business as usual. Normally by now, Juve will be ahead, maybe 10 points, and they'll just be strolling in, cruising around teams. But it's not seemed so. There are two options. Some parties are saying it's a player personnel problem, others are saying it's a coaching problem. I think it's a little bit of both.
I think it's a little bit of both, because Pello also made a statement. I saw an article attributed to Pello saying that when he subbed off Ronaldo was angry that there's no clause in Ronaldo's contract that says
he should not get subbed off.
I feel that's inexperience. Questions like that, you don't answer it.
You don't answer.
That's why I like
you massage the player's ego, like he always wants to play.
You don't answer it. That's why I like Pep Guardiola.
He doesn't answer such questions.
He won't answer. He will
transfer. He doesn't answer. He doesn't just.
He doesn't. Even Mikel Arteta also tried.
That's why he has boring press conferences.
Yeah, very boring
press conferences.
You don't, because you don't give media things to start with.
Ozil is still their daddy when it comes to press conference. But
Pello is also inexperience is also part of it. Personnel problem is also part of it. Because when you look at who are their competitors, you look at Inter Milan. AC Milan did over the January transfer window. They invested heavily in their squad because they know that they actually have a chance to win the Scudetto. So they are pushing and pushing and pushing. They got him Mandzukic. There's also Zlatan. Fanskefi has become another player. But Inter Milan have quality. They have probably one of the
best squads in Italy.
Yes, not just in Italy, European football right now. Nicolo Barella is a fantastic player on and off the ball. They have Arturo Vidal. They have a very good squad. They have, and when you look at Inter Milan, why I like Inter Milan squad, a typical football team is built up of a good striker, a good midfielder, a good defender.
And they have it all.
Yes.
So the Juventus' problem is that they are playing against teams that have closed the gap in quality.
Yeah, they've closed the gap because Juventus' model is not sustainable, and that's one thing that happens when you use models that are not sustainable. Juventus have been the king of getting free agents. You get 5 free agents and you get one expensive signing. 5 free agents and one expensive signing. But you won't blame them. The last batch of free agents that they got haven't really worked out. Aaron Ramsey and Mbappe, they've not really stepped up to do what
game in, game out.
Game out. So Ronaldo is still carrying them on the shoulder. Morata is trying. Paulo Dybala is neither here.
He just look
there. He's just there. Chiesa has not really hit form. But with Inter Milan, you are seeing things happening. And Inter Milan, you look at
and they are still struggling. Even as things are happening, Inter Milan is still struggling.
Because Inter Milan look at the thing that can get better. And the vote of confidence that has just been placed on Christian Eriksen.
Yes.
Remember, he also got the goal in their Coppa Italia match also. So I feel Inter Milan have levels to reach. AC Milan also, you can't write them because of the lion himself that is there. Zlatan. If Juventus find a way to win this Scudetto, I think they will have to put up a hell of a fight. But when I look at Juventus these days, I just feel their personnel is not strong enough to compete with these guys. So it will be difficult for them. But I'm also looking at the game over the weekend between themselves and AS Roma.
That will be Roma.
Yeah, that would be a game that I would actually test the credentials of Juventus.
Okay, so Bello, now before we go, just quickly, if you have to give me 3 games to look forward to this weekend, what games would that be?
Like I earlier said, Juventus versus
Roma.
AS Roma. Obviously, we have to look at Manchester City,
Liverpool.
Then one other game that I would I also have my eye on is Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Arsenal are in a type of resurgence, and
whenever you beat Arsenal or the player, whenever you play Arsenal, their form they shake.
Remember what happened in their last game. Arsenal are having a bit of a goalkeeping crisis. Matsuyama that they got from Brighton is injured. Leno got the red card. They are left with this guy,
Ronaldo, yeah.
And also Kieran seemed he had a freak injury. He's always coming back next week.
So you're looking forward to those 3 games?
Yes, I feel Aston Villa Arsenal will be proper end-to-end. They might look at the high-scoring game there. And also Manchester City versus Liverpool, a big Titanic clash and Juventus will be at home.
Okay, thank you very much, Bello, for doing this for me. Yes, my name is Sammy or Mainiku, and yes, it's been Sport Gist on Gist on Gist. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the like and the subscribe button. I'll be back here next week to give you all that happened over the weekend.